Hey, I'm gonna try and keep this quick. I need a haircut, but besides that, one thing we've been working on, I've been talking about for a while now, is the Thanksgiving event coming up. The Thanksgiving event, otherwise known as the Day of Gratitude, is basically just the Sutherland Hall Council and dorms way of saying thank you to all the staff members. This includes the RAs, this includes the cafeteria that's within our dorm, also the grocery that's within our dorm, and the security members. So that's what's going on. The event is largely just going to be people coming in to do posters, um, and then we're going to bake some brownies for all the staff members. So that's really cool. I'm really happy that there was a resident who was on Hall Council who actually provided the idea. So I think that's really awesome, and just shows that we're getting closer and closer. That we're getting closer to the goal of just having where it's not just the leaders in the building who the leaders in quotations who do like the planning, but like everyone is involved in some shape or form because everyone's a leader and they can do these ideas and bring them to life with their by themselves and with their friends and whatnot. Anyways, that's what's going on. Another thing I'm trying to do on the side though, since the market is a smaller group of people, I was like, okay, maybe let's try and individualize the thing a bit more. So what I'm doing is I'm giving them these gifts or like individualized thank you notes. Um, and I think it'll be kind of cool. But what I was thinking, I was like, instead of just doing like a paper note, maybe I could try using some skills I have and try and give them something cool. So I was like, okay, what skills do I have that could be kind of cool and artsy? I remember I did this for my career fair where I made these things to pass around to the recruiters just to give them something to remember me by. It's an acrylic. It's basically using a laser cut on acrylic, and then you kind of carve in a QR code of your GitHub or your LinkedIn. And I was like, okay, how can I apply that to this situation? So basically, what I came down to was designing a thank you design with their individualized with their name and just saying you're awesome. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. So I tested out today just to get a sense of how long it will take to do about 20 and how I can schedule it. So I had two different. This is one of them, ooh, and this is another, right? I used two different machines. The Glowforge took 5 minutes, but the Glowforge went a bit deep for my taste. So I don't know if I want to go with the quicker one. Maybe I have to adjust the settings. But then the Zinger one, like it took about 8 minutes, and I also kind of burned some stuff here and there. But I think it's cool overall. I am excited. I kind of like this portion of the whole council and leadership in general, where you like even excluding the whole council, I guess, because this is more a Dalu thing, Dalu project. I like applying unique aspects of stuff I know and skills I have to situations I'm in. If that makes sense, like doing something only you can do. I think that's why I like bringing to anything I am, where I don't I adjust the problem to me, if that makes sense. So I think that's really cool. I got to talk with some other people from different halls. I think it was Irvis or Forbes or some other hall. And I think right now, from what I'm getting, I don't know if they're having that many events. One of the people I spoke to said they're more focusing on having study sessions. That's not something we kind of pour our direction in. I don't think we're going to move there, but I do think it's interesting because I think I don't know where I was going with that idea. I think it's just kind of nice knowing what they're up to. I probably won't. I don't know if I should like. In reality, I'm not really that concerned with the other dorms. I feel like the vision I do have for this dorm and what I want to do with it, with the whole council, is less like it's not something that you would usually do with a whole council. I guess it's more so bigger picture stuff, just trying a bunch of things, seeing what's fun, and just having a good old time, right? That's the idea of what I want to do with the dorm. And like a bigger goal is kind of building that sense of leadership in every individual and having them take more action upon the stuff they want to do and organize their own events. Um, but yeah, that's kind of like the bigger picture thing. The other idea is just kind of trying new stuff, like even with posters, trying new designs. We have two posters for this event. So one thing I was thinking of is maybe we could even try seeing like what designs work. So maybe next time we do this, we have like different QR code signups for the two posters to see like what attracts people and what stands out. And if we can collect that data, then we're able to see, okay, just even for any other group we're in, we're able to see what um what works best, and we can kind of try using that more for other stuff we do. So just stuff like that, trying new things. A member on the hall council pitched this idea I think we're working on, where for like the finals week we're gonna have a hot chocolate thing, DIY hot chocolate. So I think that's fun. I don't know. I think what I want to do at this Thanksgiving event is kind of just like gauge people's interest and seeing what they want to do. And okay. And I know we can't do all of them, but what I want to do is at least try and give them the push to do it themselves. Like if you want to have this Super Smash Bros. Tournament, totally you can use the TV, blah blah blah. Like you don't even have to ask, like just organize it yourself. Cause I think that way you can have so many things, so many more things going on, right? Because with the whole council, we're limited to like a meeting every Tuesday and like planning in between. There's a lot of logistics you have to cover. But if this dorm has like 700 plus people, so let's say like even like 10% of those people or 5% of those people just start planning their own things in the dorm. You just have every week or every 2 weeks or so, you have something fun going on where you as a resident can go and like attend, like, oh dang, this is fun. I can do this more. So yeah, that's the vision. Besides that though, I think the other two stuff is I feel like we're getting a bit too stuck on events. I kind of after this event, I want to kind of step back and see like, okay, what can we do in between, just like as a recurring thing. So I know one thing I pitched that I don't think might work, but who knows? It's like a yap session where people just come in about maybe every week or every bi-weekly, and then you just have this thing where people can just yap. But there's some like on the other hand, I feel like that's just something you can do with your friends. But on the other hand, let's say you don't really have friends, or let's say you just want to talk to random people or whatnot, then like you could go there and just hear what people are saying. I think I want to try those interesting stuff, right? I think something that made me really happy that we did with ASA last year was we're able to do that Jubilee style event, and that's not something I think we've done before. I think that was something that was really cool. So I want to try doing more unconventional stuff just because I feel like there with these different groups, SGA, whole council, how whatnot, you kind of fall into this like this pattern of just repeating stuff where you don't really break out the mold, which is something I'm kind of tired of. I have no intention to kind of really repeat what I've done before because I think it's been done before. People have gone to those events. And some of them were successful, others weren't that successful. So I just kind of want to try new things, learn new skills, give people new stuff to do, have more fun. And yeah, this is kind of becoming a rambling session, but I do, I am excited. I am really excited. I think we're doing well. And I think really the Thanksgiving event, I still don't know how many people are going, like how many residents are going to attend. But the Thanksgiving event is where I want to kind of kick that leadership building thing off, where people just do their stuff. So that's what's on my head now. I'm really excited with the. I'm gonna call them because they're meant to be coasters, but I don't know if they're good. Like they can fit most cups. So like these token stuff. I'm really happy with them. I just have to make about 19 more, and that'll be that. But what I'm also do is because I feel like every group in the building should kind of have their own thing. So maybe like this now I'm doing something for like maybe I wouldn't do this on the day of Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving event, but rather as a separate thing. That is kind of one for each, like every, and I can't really talk. For like after a while, I have one for every group. So maybe I'm starting off with a market where I give them these tokens. Then for the security, we can do something individualized. And then for the perch, we can do something individualized. And then for our A's, another thing we could do is I think Thanksgiving also we can just try getting the gift idea, but have like unique stuff. Cause I know the perch is 50 people, so it's really hard to give individualized gifts. Security is contracted out, so it's hard to like get the people, the individual people. RS is pretty easy to do. So like for security, one thing I've noticed that a lot of them like to do is just like use coloring books. So maybe like just getting some coloring books and like coloring markers or something adjacent to that. Then we could just say like, oh, here's a gift, and that'll be kind of cool. For the perch, I don't really know. I don't know. For the perch, it could just be like a cool design. Maybe like, I miss my art friend. We could probably have done like a painting or something like that. That's a bit harder to do, but something like that. Maybe we all do like at the same time, but it doesn't have to be all individualized. But yeah, I'm just really spitballing here. But that's what's on my mind. I have my midterm tomorrow, so after this, it's gonna be straight to studying. And yeah, besides that, though, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.